As normal, our final video is what we call independent practice. So you will get 6 problems. I want you to solve them, write them down. I want you to pause the video. I want you to solve them. I want you then to restart the videos and check and see how you did. Boys and girls, this is the important part of the lesson. This is the part where it figures out, okay, do you know what's going on or do you not know what's going on? And if you don't know what's going on, this is when you need to contact your teacher or someone next to you who knows what's going on to really help you understand this process, because it is so important that you understand this. All right, so without further ado, let's give you your 6 problems. First one. 13 and 9/13. Subtract 3 and 6/13. Problem 2. 8 and 11/14 less 3 and 10/14. And we have 9 and 1/2 minus 6 and 1/2. Next problem. 6 and 3/7 minus 1 and 5/7. Problem number 5. 9 and 2/6 less 8 and 3/6. And your final problem, boys and girls, is 4 and 1/5 less 2 and 4/5. Once you have the problems written down, pause the video, solve them, work on them to the best of your ability, okay? And I'm just going to erase this one and rewrite it, just because when I'm subtracting, I'm going to need a little bit more space. And again, that was 13 and 9/13 less 3 and 6/13. For some reason this one is just giving me problems. 6/13. Alright, again, pause the video, work, solve the problems. Solve them in any way that you want. There's no right or wrong way to solve them, as long as it works for you and you get the right answer. Okay? Alright, good luck. Alright, boys and girls, let's see how we did on these problems here. Start with 13 and 9/13 less 3 and 6/13. First thing we have to look, is our top numerator greater than our bottom numerator? Well, 9 is greater than 6, so we're okay to start going. We're okay to start subtracting. 9 less 6 is 3. The language we are speaking is 13. And then 13 less 3 is 10. And we're done with that problem. Look at our next problem. Again, where do we start? We start to check and see if our numerator of the top number is greater than the numerator of our bottom number. Is 11 greater than 10? Well, if it is, and hopefully you realize it is, then we're ready to subtract. 11 less 10 is 1. And our denominator is 14. And then 8 less 3 is 5. Makes sense so far? Hope you're doing well. Hopefully you've got both of them correct so far. Let's look at our next one. 9.5 less 6.5. First thing we have to do is we have to think, is our numerator on the top number greater than the numerator on the bottom number? Well, it's not greater, but it's the same. And can I subtract two numbers that are the same? Well, I can do 4 minus 4, so I can do this here. 1 less 1 is 0. Language is 2. 9 less 6 is 3. And what I can do is I can just get rid of this, because 0 over 2 is the same as 0. So our answer is 3. Notice 1 minus 1. I was able to do that. Alright. Let's move to the bottom sheet. I guess sheet. It's not a sheet. The bottom problems. First thing you have to, 6 and 3/7 less 1 and 5/7. First thing you have to do is our top numerator, 3, greater than our bottom numerator, which is 5. 3 is less than 5. So right now I cannot subtract. I have to convert. I have to rename. So what we're going to do is go to our neighbor, borrow some sugar. 6 becomes 5. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to rename that 1 and make it 7 over 7. And now I'm going to add those together, and I'm going to get 10 sevenths. And we'll just slide that over, 5 sevenths. Now I'm ready to subtract. And what I'm going to do right here, I'm just going to box that and cross it out so I don't get confused. Box that, cross it out, because I've already moved it over. 10 sevenths minus 5 sevenths. Well, 10 minus 5 is 5, the language of 7. And then 5 less 1 is 4. 4 and 5 sevenths. Okay, look here. 9 and 2 6 less 8 and 3 6. 2 is less than 3, so I am not ready to subtract yet. I have to rename. So what I'm going to do is 9 is going to become 8, and I'm going to add 1 whole, which is 6 over 6, and I'm going to get 8 over 6. And again, I'm going to cross that out so I don't get confused. Slide that over, 3 6. Cross that off so I don't get confused. Now 8 is greater than 3, so I'm ready. 8 less 3 is 5. My language is 6. 8 less 8 is 0. So what I have left is 5 6. Alright, our final problem, boys and girls. Let's change color again because we can and it's fun. 4 and 1/5 less 2 and 4/5. Again, 1 and 4. 1 is less than 4, so I cannot do this problem as is. I have to do something else. And because we haven't done this yet, we're going to convert it all to improper fractions. Make our half circle, multiplication, addition symbol. 5 times 4 is 20 plus 1. We have 21 fifths. And then we have multiplication, addition. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 4 is 14 fifths. And now we're able to subtract because 21 is greater than 14. 21 less 14 is going to give me 7 fifths. Now, we can't leave it at that. We have to say how many 5s go into 7. So I'm going to take 7 and divide it by 5. I'm going to get 1. Put the answer on bottom. Subtract. 2. Nothing else. So this is my remainder. I'm going to put that on top of my, and I'm going to get 1 and 2 fifths. Alright, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 answers here. Hopefully you got them all right. If you did not, boys and girls, please check and see where did you go wrong. Did you convert wrong? Did you add wrong? Did you subtract? Whatever you did, check and make sure. Okay? Because you know Mr. Winkleman is going to ask you. So please, when you're done, make sure you understand this because this is so important. Because if you're doing all this work and you don't understand it, that's a problem. So if you don't understand it, talk to Mr. Winkleman. Let him help you out. He'd love to help you out. Okay? If you do understand it, great. Know that Mr. Winkleman is going to ask you about it. But at this point in time, answer the question. Which is easier for you? Subtracting mixed numbers or subtracting improper fractions? And then why? Alright. Come get your gift when you're done. Later.